Oh man, what an amazing game! Congratulations to y'all for hanging in there. First of all, it's a lot of endurance by the media. Holy cow! We got here, I guess, about 1:30, and it's like an 8-hour day. It was crazy. Never, ever, ever. I entered college in 1988, and I have never, ever, ever experienced a game like that. We had a big delay. I think it was back in '09 when we had that Boston College delay. But I've never come out and had to do a half, like finish a half and then go right into the third quarter. It was really a crazy day. But man, what an unbelievable effort, by our guys. Super, super proud of our team. First of all, congratulations to Georgia Tech. I mean, those guys fought their tail off. And I said that all week. I told our guys that. I said that you can just see the effort, and that's a reflection of the belief in what they're doing with Coach Collins and his staff. And listen, man, we're gonna get everybody's best shot, and that's something that we've earned around here. But man, unbelievable effort by our guys, tremendous heart, and we're getting better, but we're still a work in progress. And tonight was an incredibly strange game, unbelievable situations that came up in the game. Um, Offensively, they absolutely lined up in nothing that we prepared for. They decided that they were going to just play all odd double cloud, and play corners up, play overhangs, and make us go everything in between the tackles and give us the opportunity there to do that, and just not let us have the big play. That was just kind of like that was what they were going to do. And we only had 8 possessions, first of all, and 6 of the 8 were 8 plays or more. 3 of them were 12 plays or more, but we got very few points. Because we just and I think that was again a philosophy. Let's just make them keep snapping it and see if they can finish the drives. And we did a poor job of finishing it. Obviously we get a critical down situation. We fumble the ball. We're continuing to put the ball on the ground way too much. That's a area that I was really concerned with coming into the game. We put the ball on the ground last week about 4 times, so we got to improve there. But I'm proud of the team and the staff for the adjustments that we were able to make at halftime and what we were going to have to do to win the game. I mean, this is just the way we're going to have to win the game, and there's not going to be any other way to do it. And we were able to get it done. We only had 3 possessions, I think, in the second half. That was it. And the turnover was critical, because again, if that's your philosophy and you're putting long drives together and then getting no points, it's a double-edged sword. So it was frustrating from that standpoint. But man, I thought our guys we were 9 of 15 on third down. Again, sustained drives, just did not finish like we needed to. And again, the biggest disappointment was, the ball being on the ground. But super proud of DJ and, what he had to do in the second half to lead the team, how we had to play. I think we had very few negative yards in the game. And, one of them was on a screen. We got to hit it up inside. And another one, we tried to bounce one outside. And, other than that, we didn't really have many negative plays. But proud of DJ, Will Shipley. Obviously disappointed right there at the end. The ball got on the ground, but man, what an effort by that kid. But we did just enough, to complement the run. But they just, had a philosophy tonight that that's how they wanted to play us, and give them credit for that. But again, our staff did a good job of making the adjustments, and this is what we're going to have to do to win this game. And so proud of DJ and again, Shipley, I thought, did a heck of a job. But the name of this game is points. And when the other team can't score, you're going to win a lot of games. And so really, really proud of our defense. First time since 1950 that we've had 3 opening games without a score. So, man, just an unbelievable effort. There's going to be a lot of things on tape that we got to clean up. I thought some fundamental stuff. Obviously, DJ with the fumble going to the left, the ball's in the right arm is something we've been trying to coach him out of. Talked about it last week, and it cost us. You get the ball out, and all the defense is there, and it was a critical fundamental deal that we got to fix. And then defensively, they got outside of us too many times where we were coming inside and trying to make plays. We had 4 sacks and should have had a few more if we stay on the upfield shoulder, if we leverage the ball properly. So there's a lot of good things we can learn defensively too. But some fundamental things that we can correct. But 8 tackles for loss. I mean, Brian Brzee was awesome. Really proud of him. Levante Bentley had to step in literally right after pregame. We find out that Balin's not going to be able to go. He had a little flare-up inflammation in his knee on Thursday, but thought he was going to be able to go. And then he came after pregame and just said he just didn't think he could do it. So Levante, found out right then he was going to have to go, and I thought he did a great job for us. Brzee was awesome, but, man, how about Skowski? That's what he came back for. And, I mean, he's just – you see his speed, his athleticism, and I told our guys and all those young backers in the locker room after the game, man, that's what preparation looks like. That's what experience and knowledge and preparation is all about. And he was tremendous, just tremendous. I mean, he's the heart and soul over there and really of our team, and just really proud of him and the effort that he had. So many good things. Special teams, we continue to punt the ball really well and cover well. Our kickoff coverage was really good. The onside kick was kind of Murphy's Law, just like the perfect onside kick. A Joe was right there. The ball's he's trying to bat it out, and he just kind of missed it. It was just, like I said, Murphy's Law. But tremendous effort by our guys. Appreciate our crowd, sold-out crowd, and just everybody that hung in there. Again, long day. But the goal is to win the game, and we were able to get that done. So excited about that. We'll enjoy it tonight and, get back at it on Monday and get ready for a tough road game against NC State.
Coach, how difficult was it during that 2-hour delay? What did you do to keep your guys engaged? You come back out there and you have a critical 3rd and 2 play, but you were able to hold them to 3 points there.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, we talked a lot about the situation. I knew I was going to use a timeout right there. I had, I think, 2. I think they had 1. And we talked about, them coming out and maybe having trying to steal a possession with a hard count or something like that. And but anyway, they had a nice little play and got it. And just making sure everybody was aware of the situation that we were going into, that it wasn't the end of a quarter. This was the end of a half, even though we're still out there going to go play. So that was a little different. But, we hydrated. We got a lot of nutrition in us, and few kind of refueled. And when we first went in, they said 30 minutes. And so we didn't think we had a lot of time. It's what normally we get like 20. For halftime. So we didn't think it was going to be that much. And then, I don't know, we got in there for 10 or 15 minutes or something. They come out and say, well, it's going to be 6 o'clock or whatever. And then it was 6:45. And so we met as a group, and then we broke up individually. And, but they were able to, just kind of get comfortable, take their shoes off and stuff like that, and just get themselves, in a comfortable situation. And again, we made the adjustments. We met a lot as coaches to take advantage of the time on what we needed to do, especially offensively and how they were playing us and what we needed to do to give them a chance to go win the game. And we stretched and just tried to keep them engaged. And then we got a plan to be able to go out because they were going to give us a 10-minute warning and what we needed to do when we got out on the field as far as a stretch and just kind of a mini pregame situation to get them ready. So it was, like I said, never really been a part of that, but proud of our guys and again, to hold them out of the end zone, 3 weeks in a row. But where we got to get better is taking care of the football, because we've scored for the other team 3 weeks in a row, and putting our defense in a bad spot. I almost took the safety anyway. I really contemplated that. That was something that really thought about snapping it to DJ and taking a slow safety there and running around a little bit, and then maybe leave them, 3 seconds or 4 seconds. But we decided to hand it to one and run it out, and we hard counted, thinking, got nothing to lose in that situation. If they jump off, you get 5 yards. If they don't, we'll take a delay and it moves, an inch. So it was kind of a good time to take a shot at that. But it worked out. We're fortunate. Again, the ball gets on the ground. Shipley came up with it, and they said he recovered it in the end zone, so that's a safety by rule. So, like I said, there was about every type of situation you could think of tonight. So it was crazy. We challenged the call. We thought the ball had touched the ground, but I guess we couldn't. It stood, so I don't think there was a good enough angle to really, I guess, overturn that. But that was a critical play in the game. But again, the guys just kept fighting and found a way to get it done.
What was the thought process on going from the gun there?
Well, that's just what we do, and that's what we've always done. And we definitely thought about going under, but we got a young quarterback who we just went with what we're comfortable with, and we had a good play. It's not like we didn't have a good play. We just dropped the ball. So it doesn't matter if you're under center or what. If you drop the ball, you put yourself in jeopardy. So.
Coach, how did you see that targeting call on Simpson? And I guess the bright side of that is it occurred just before halftime, so we'll have him next week at NC State.
Yeah, that's the only positive there. It's a bang play, and I didn't get to see it like the replay people see it, but I guess that's what it was.
Dabo, when they're playing that coverage where they're dropping 8, is the key there to get them out of that to try to establish the running game?
Yeah, you got to run the football. You got to run the ball.
How do you feel like you guys did in that?
Oh, we did good. Like I said, we just didn't finish, and that's they're just kind of making us put drives together, but you got to finish. You got to come away with a field goal or a touchdown, and if we get 10 more points, that game's over in a game like that. And so now you're taking time off the clock and not getting points. That's a double-edged sword, and just frustrating, But we did what we needed to. Like I said, we didn't have negative plays. We moved the ball well. We had some. DJ was outstanding. He had some big physical runs. Shipley was. I don't know what he had a lot of dirty yards, man. He was 4.2 a carry. DJ was 5.8 a carry. I'd say we did pretty good. So, we did what we needed to do to win the game. We just are doing a poor job taking care of the football. And then we didn't finish. Again, 8 possessions, only 3 in the second half. And 3 of our drives were 12-plus plays. 9 of 15 on third down. So, we were very efficient in keeping ourselves on schedule. But when you don't come away with points, it's exhausting to play that way. And if you come away with points, you're in good shape. We had the same situation, similar against Virginia Tech last year. If you remember that, they were huddling up and really milking it, trying to milk it on both sides, and but we finished drives with points against them. And when we finish drives with points in that type of game, then it works against you, against the other team. Tonight it kind of helped them because we did not finish, and penalties, had critical penalties, critical balls on the ground. Obviously the turnover. That's a huge possession right there. So again, fortunate to win the game, but I do see us getting better. I see us getting better. We're a work in progress, and found a way to win tonight. But this is the type of game that we can grow from, and I don't have any doubt that we will.